What's up, guys? Today we are going to be doing a review of the second Black Series figure ever made in the 6-inch line. It is, of course, fan favorite Darth Maul, the villain of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is a figure that's definitely a lot rarer now. I'm happy to be able to own one, and we have not seen a second one yet. So this was a great figure when it came out. A lot of people were big fans of it, and I'm going to get into the review of it and show you guys the ins and outs of this figure. So first, this is the first head that he is displayed with in the box. This head with the robe is completely molded together, so you can't remove the top of his robe here or anything like that. It doesn't come off that way. It is a complete head swap, but it is pretty well molded on right there, and obviously, like you can see originally in my original shot, it's pretty well done for display features. You know, this is more of his look on Tatooine before he comes out, and they also include the binoculars as one of the accessories that you can see him use in the movies on Tatooine. So here he is now without the robe, and the head swap has been done. I like the full head swap idea. It's not bad. The other one can really be a pain to remove sometimes, though. I mean, I usually pull one arm out and then try to take the head off, and then the other arm can slide out, but sometimes, you know, the hard plastic can be hard to remove, and just the way it's all molded together, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to remove, but, you know, I appreciate how they did it and whatnot, and like, you know, other people have said, it's a lot more accessories that you get with this Maul than you get with any of the figures that they've been coming out recently. I mean, you get a whole another head, basically, a whole different look for him that normally would be reserved for making an entirely separate figure, but we'll get into how he looks here. He's got some soft goods here mixed in with the hard plastic. Really gives him a solid look from Episode 1. I mean, I really like the way this figure was done. It was one of their first ones done, and it's still really good, and you can kind of see more of the face sculpt here. I'm pretty sure there's a side-by-side. I think they're the exact same face mold. This one does look a little bit angrier, the one without his hood on, but I am not sure, but I'm pretty sure they're the exact same. As you could kind of see before I put the lightsaber together, it does come apart in two pieces. I had it laying there in two pieces. I put it together here. This is kind of like the full display look that most people, I feel like, would want to see from this figure, and obviously I still think he looks really good, and all of it comes together pretty good. The blade, excuse me, does bend a lot the way they put it in there. I think that's why they put it in two pieces, so it bends a little bit less, and it does get broken in half in the movie, which could be part of it. But it bends a little bit, but it still doesn't look too bad. So for fun, you know, here's a little display shot of how you could kind of display this Maul. You got the Episode 1 Qui-Gon, who's in the new Red Box Black Series, one of my favorite figures, actually, they've made. I just always been a big fan of the Qui-Gon character, and I think they kind of, you know, not the hardest figure to make, but I think they really did a very good job of making him look very accurate. And we just need our Episode 1 Obi-Wan, and I'll be able to complete this whole, you know, scene of the Duel of the Fates, rather, from Phantom Menace. Obviously, Maul's a fan favorite. It's not an easy figure to get, but I definitely just wanted to do a review just because I really like this figure. If you do have the opportunity to get it, and it's not too expensive, I would definitely try to jump on it, because I really don't know when they're going to make another Maul. I mean, this one pretty much nails it, and they do pretty good here. So it's hard to say that they'd make this figure again, and even if they did, they might do his Clone Wars kind of look where he doesn't really wear as much of a shirt, he reveals more skin in that, and that's kind of how he looks in Rebels, and two, he has a little bit of different looks in the cartoon shows. So I don't know if they would make him the exact same way, or if they'll ever re-release this figure. I mean, I'm sure down the line they eventually will. But this one did a pretty good job, and I think they were happy with it, and I think they want to kind of keep it where they just kind of have one Maul out right now. So definitely one you want to look for and try to pick up if you ever spot him at a reasonable price. Again, guys, if you like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back making more. I got some more older figures I definitely want to get into, and I'm definitely doing the new figures too.